All right, hey, what's up, guys? I am Kokak here, and I came out of hiding today to talk about something that is really troubling me these days. Well, today, because I just learned about the issue with Atlas and their stance on streaming the game Persona 5, which I have right here, Persona 5, right there. And I'm not a big streamer. I have a main YouTube tech channel, which I do tech reviews for. Also, forgive my green screen. It's a different lighting condition today. So this just came out today, or at least I'm reading it today. When was this posted? Uh, didn't say, but obviously Persona 4 came out yesterday here in the Philippines. I bought it yesterday, so I'm gonna see as it says it's posted April 4th. So if they posted this in the United States, this would be literally today here in the Philippines. Just recently posted a few hours ago, and it's the streaming limits that Persona or Atlas Japan is imposing on us players. And I'm not a big streamer, so it's not gonna affect me. But this just really I I wanted to play this game, and if I wanted to play this game and I wanted to turn on my stream, I wanted to do that because it's nice to have the capabilities of streaming and also playing a game and sharing it with people if they want to. But unfortunately, um, Atlas Japan is not supportive of that notion. So let's read some of these announcements right here. So there's a bunch of just regular talk is finally out in the West. Seriously, we poured countless hours into making this. Persona 5 is worthy of having the Persona name. We know that already. We know the game is good. It's been in Japan for like half a year now. Uh, Make sure you check. Okay, so here's them saying don't spoil the game, but also they're also spoiling the game on their own press release or whatever they're saying. Make sure to check your calendar and not wait until the very last day to steal someone's treasure. I didn't even know you were stealing somebody's treasure. Remember to send out a calling card. I didn't even know that beforehand, or else only profound sadness awaits. Oh, and save often. So this part of the writing that they have here, they're already spoiling part of the game, obviously. But let's not dwell on that. Maybe that's an early thing. Let's talk about Persona 5 streaming and videos. Simply put, we don't want the experience to be spoiled for people who haven't played the game. Our fans have waited years for the game to come out, and we really want to make sure they can experience it fully as a totally new adventure. Please read our video streaming guidelines below. Video streaming guidelines, really, in 2017? Please do not post any specific plot points or story spoilers, and only talk about the game in broad strokes. The good example: the game deals with dark themes right off the bat. Blah 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 blah. Bad example: players immediately run into trouble with the pervy teacher, whose actions go as far as to. What is this? What are you telling us? How to actually talk about the game? In what form? Can we not post our Facebook? Can we not post stuff on Facebook that we want to? Can we not talk about the spoilers with other people who've played the game as well? Or is it just about YouTube and streaming? You're more than welcome to talk/show confidence in New Control Combat Velvet Room Dungeons. Please keep in mind that as a singular story playthrough, viewers are highly wary of spoilers. Viewers aren't idiots though, and they know when they watch a Persona 5 game, it's not like they're expecting not to get spoiled. You're not supposed to watch anything about Persona 5 when you don't want to get spoiled. I don't even watch any trailers because I don't want to be spoiled. In-game content limit. Please limit video content through the in-game date of 7/7. Now, I'm not familiar with when the game starts and when it doesn't, because like I said, I haven't been reading, I haven't been watching any Persona 5 content ever because I don't want to be spoiled. Now, I'm assuming that's around the midpoint of the game where something big happens because of how this press release or whatever they call this or blog post is talking about it. So it says here, you can post however many additional videos you'd like, but please limit each to be at most 90 minutes long. 90-minute long videos. There has been streams of this for like 8 hours long already. No major story spoilers, and I leave it up to you to good judgment. If you need some guidelines, avoid showing / spoiling the ending segments of the first 3 palaces. I'm already spoiled now because now I know there's the first 3 palaces. While you can show initial reactions with Yusuke, now I don't need, and now I know the name, Yusuke. And avoid this awakening scene. Now I know he's gonna wake up. And that the whole deal about the painting. Now I know there's gonna be a whole deal about the painting. Also, don't post anything about a certain student. Now I know there's a student investigator. Are you kidding me, Atlas? I know I mentioned not showing the end of each palace, but you can grab footage from the Kamoshida boss fight. Now I know there's a. All right, let's calm down. However, don't capture video from the other major boss fights. Now that means I can't. Any YouTuber should not make a guide on how to beat those boss fights ever, forever, until ever. How can I make a? What if I made a guide on how to make S-Link or top S-Link connections with the other characters? Does that count as spoilers? Your video content must not focus solely on cutscenes / animated scenes. Should prominently feature dungeon crawling, spending time in Tokyo. You can post straight gameplay or have commentary. Now here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing. Because this is the only thing people listen to when it's about YouTube and stuff like that. This being a Japanese title with a single playthrough story means our masters in Japan are very wary about it. Sharing is currently blocked through the native PS4 UI. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it's a bit of a dick move for people who want to share their content and they don't have any capture software or hardware. However, if you do plan on streaming, video guidelines above apply except length. If you decide to stream past July 7, I highly recommend not doing this. You have been warned. You do so at the risk of being issued a content ID claim or worse, a channel strike / account suspension. It doesn't say if it's going to be a YouTube suspension or content ID claim or Twitch. I think Twitch, there's a little bit more freedom there because there's not a lot of draconian content ID policies on Twitch except for music. However, what do you call this? On YouTube, it's much harder because of channel strike and content account suspension is more annoying, and brands can easily do it without actual recourse or for you to actually defend yourself. That being said, Persona 5 is a super special case for us, and we're in ongoing discussion about how our policies may evolve in the future. Thanks for reading, and good luck in the metaverse. This is really disturbing to me because Persona 4 was played through entirely by Giant Bomb and is one of the most popular Persona playthroughs ever in the whole mainstream universe of I know if you're a Japanese RPG fan, you've known about Persona, but Persona 4 exploded in the mainstream with help of the Persona 4 endurance run of Giant Bomb, and they played through the entire thing with spoilers and everything. Obviously, they warn you about spoilers because people aren't dumb, and they know when they watch a game content thingamajig playthrough or stream, they know spoilers are gonna happen. So even in Atlus USA, the Persona 4 endurance run from Giant Bomb is considered legend of stuff of legend because of how entertaining and how great it was. And this is primarily the number one reason why I bought Persona 5 in the first place, because of Giant Bomb's endurance run. And I would not be buying this game had it not been spoiled to me, had Persona 4 not been spoiled to me by Giant Bomb in the first place. So I am living proof that I bought the game because of somebody spoiled the game for me, spoiled the previous game for me. Now I'm a fan of Persona because of Giant Bomb. I used to be a fan of Persona. I played Persona on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1, the old, I believe it's Persona 2 or something. I forgot the name. But holy crap, I didn't finish it. It was a weird time for me. Holy crap, you know, just limiting people streaming anything or spoiling any content above a certain date will prevent people from making guides for certain bosses, you know, creating social links with certain people, because you can't, what if their social links are above that certain date or past that certain date? And a lot of content will, you know, some hidden items or specific, you know, think about Zelda. Think about how there's a lot of content in Zelda where how to get this item, how to beat this boss, how to, you know, get enough, you know, finish this shrine or something like that. And those are a lot of basically end game content, because a lot of the early game content are easy to find. Atlas is basically saying, Atlas Japan is basically saying, you know, let's not allow you to make any content past a certain date. I don't understand. This is crazy, particularly because Giant Bomb's Endurance Run made their Persona 4 game so mainstream that everybody was so interested in the Persona 5, even though they weren't Persona fans in the first place. This is just a slap in the face, obviously, for a lot of streamers. But, you know, as somebody who knows how to, who navigates content ID and channel strikes in a lot of times, this makes, you know, I understand what's going on here. It's basically somebody in Japan or some red tape in Japan, some legal red tape in Japan is creating issues with streaming this or sharing this content or spoiling this content. And, you know, the culture in Japan is slightly different as well. But here we are in the Western world where everything is one Google search away. And you can read the entire story of Persona 5 just by Googling for it. You can read all the spoilers, and heck, even this blog post spoiled me on a lot of things. Now I know something. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to forget most of these. And I don't like that. You know, I'm not a big streamer, but I did buy this game because I wanted to be part of the Persona generation, the Persona fans club, after I saw the Persona 4 being such a great game. And if I wanted to stream it or create content, maybe I found something interesting, maybe I found a bug, maybe I found a unique item or something, or how to beat a boss. I wanted to make videos for that. You know, I do the YouTube thing as well. And now that you know Atlas Japan's stance in when it comes to streaming and spoiling content and stuff like that is apparent here, I'm a little discouraged, and I kind of am a little discouraged in buying more Atlas games from now on. I mean, it's sad because I think the game is excellent, and I haven't even started it yet. I just installed it and I'm downloading some of the DLC right now. I'm disappointed in Atlas Japan and maybe a little bit in Atlas USA. This makes me less inclined to buy more Atlas games in the future because I have a limited time in my life to play games, and most of the time when I find something interesting in a game, I want to record it or I want to stream it so I can share it with my friends and family. And now I can't do it on Persona 5. At least up to a certain date. I know it might even be the last day of the game. I don't know, but I just don't like how their stance is. So I'm gonna end my video rant here. You can comment what you think about this new Persona 5 and streaming and video content kind of stance. Let me know what you think. Give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, or whatever. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.